Mikah Meyer is on an epic road trip across America with a personal goal: to visit all of the more than 400 sites within the National Park Service. He's visited 88 of them so far, delighting in the stunning vistas on land and sea. He says it's been an eye-opening experience.
Our society is so global that we assume we have to go halfway around the world to experience something amazing. And what this trip continues to show me is that we have so many incredible places in our own backyard that we shouldn't just look over those.
His favorite place so far, he says, has been the state of North Dakota.
It was amazing for me to drive across the entire thing and see all the beauty that is in the prairie. And then to get to Theodore Roosevelt National Park, which essentially millions of years ago a glacier carved out the ground. So it's kind of like the Grand Canyon in that we're getting to see what's underneath the earth. It was such a moving experience for me and really changed the way that I share about these park sites, in that there's often more than meets the eye.
During his journey, Mikah has also discovered that there is so much more within America's national parks than just pretty locations.
I definitely didn't realize how much of the National Park Service was historic sites and historical parks. I thought everything was natural wonders and everything would be, a giant vista or a huge sandbar or some hiking thing. Especially in the Northeast, I would say 90% of the parks I went to didn't have anything you could hike.
He's visited presidential homes, historic landmarks, and sacred Native American sites. Timing, he says, is everything.
I've gone through the upper Midwest and the Northeast trying to take advantage of where the weather's more temperate, trying to experience parks when they're at their peak, when I can see the fall colors in Maine, or when I can reach the trails in the northern Midwest that might be snowed in otherwise.
And while Mikah sometimes takes a boat or plane to reach a park destination, he does most of his traveling in a big, white cargo van.
So this is my home for 3 years. Unfortunately, there is no heat or air conditioning in the van when it's not driving. I do have some blankets to help with that. I have a fan. I've got a water jug down there, which keeps 7 gallons, so I have something to drink. All my toiletries and everything you need to actually survive. The logistics of this trip have been way more challenging than I ever imagined. The funding of it, the physical aspects of where am I going to eat, where am I going to sleep, where am I going to shower.
But despite those challenges, his message remains clear.
These national parks should be a shakeup of our normal life. They should be a respite from our daily grind. So for anyone watching this or anyone following my story, they are in the most exciting position because they can go to any of these 400 plus sites whenever they want to plan to.
Mikah's current goal is to visit 100 parks by the end of the year as a final tribute to the 100th anniversary of the National Park Service. He looks forward to continuing his epic journey across America in 2017. Julie Taboh, VOA News, Washington.